Tech Tap In. Today is Tuesday, June 10th. We are on IntellectualRadio.com airwaves. As you notice, the seat next to me today is empty. Man, I'm a little heavy-hearted. Danny had to be the big man he is and go take care of some family issues in Georgia. So we're gonna be handling the business remote for a while. You know, we in technology, that's no big deal. But I am a little lonely up here. I'd appreciate if y'all call in 708-223-8953. Questions, comments, concerns, man. If you got questions, ask me. If you know more than me, tell me. I got no ego, man. I'm trying to learn something here. So please call in. We gonna jump into the tech news. Well, first let's jump into some BSV news. We've had a lot of different news. We got one of the brands that we promoting and doing technology services for, Moonwalker. Young Eric, young man in high school in the North Lawndale area, got clothing all over the world. He showed me pictures of people in Argentina hiking mountains with the clothes and some more stuff, man. Just 18. He just graduated a couple days ago. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to all our new graduates, man. I'm excited about our youth. Get a chance to get out here in the world and make something happen. And I'll say this technology field, man, if you on the fence about what to do, first of all, technology is everything. So don't think, oh, I'm doing dumb construction. Hey, hammers, saws, any type of trade. We need tradesmen. I don't know if y'all are reading the news lately. We're supposed to be short on HVAC. We're supposed to be short on plumbers, construction people. Do not think that technology is only putting your hands to a keyboard. I think the number one thing technology should do is impact lives and improve the quality of life, man. So let's jump it off with that. What else we got going on in the BSV? I don't know if y'all remember the young man from our first episode. If you didn't, y'all definitely should go check it out. Remarkable young man, Shaquille Tate. He's been starting the global community cleaners. I know they went out there and cleaned 2 blocks for 3 days in a row. So shout out to him. Shout out to all his volunteers. Shout out to the whole global community cleaners program in North Lawndale. I bumped into a lady from Litter Free Lawndale as well. So I know we got to make some connections because there's a lot of people that are on a similar movement. Also, big shout out, I seen the Unity movement in North Lawndale, man. Shout out to Big Unity, man. They was out there. I think I seen them feeding people. They were on the little blowhorns, walking up and down the streets, picking up trash. So, it's almost like it's in the ether. It's almost like everybody getting the same message. It's time to clean up the streets and make something happen. Let's move into general tech news. We got some early reviews back from Claude 4 as compared to first off, I'm gonna say I'm one of those suckers who just upgraded to the Claude Max, man. These people are getting $100 a month out of me. But I will say it's decent value. One thing I didn't know, the Max plans incorporate into the Claude Code API usage. So that's one thing. If you're privy to Claude Code, it runs directly in your local terminal. It does a lot of the same things that Replit or other IDEs with AI programming do. One of the things I really thought was cool with it, with Replit for the longest, I've been trying to set up a system with multiple REPLs or multiple applications that, like, maybe one of them is a front-end application facing a client and the other is like an administration portal that's just for me, has all the data, all my customer orders, if I want to add blogs or add products or something like that I can take care of it from. Some in AI that's tough is context, right? Giving the AI the context of both applications when it makes changes. Claude Code excels at that. The context windows, I guess, because you're going directly to, you can say, the manufacturer, Anthropic. It gets much better context windows. So I know in a lot of the AI applications I've been building, some of them are a simple prompt that's guiding, what Anthropic or OpenAI's models are doing. And some of them are a little bit more complex. Some of y'all, if y'all are familiar with Fast Agent or the MCP, the Model Context Protocols, sometimes it becomes a workflow where you're using parallel agents or a orchestrator evaluator flow. Um, you know, you got the chain of command. You've got all different types of agentic mindsets being used through this code. I really feel like Claude Code leaves it open-ended enough. Definitely want to go into it with a Claude.md file, kind of structuring your project. But the good thing about that is you can really start right in the Claude app interface. So you can talk through your project specs with Claude, ask questions about what you don't know. It outputs it all into little files, what it calls artifacts. And using these artifacts, you can basically create a context that you feed the Claude Code to continue your projects. So I know the max plans, I think last month, using just the API credits, thinking that was the only way to use Claude Code, I spent like $120, and you know, I didn't get as much as I wanted. I've been using the Claude Code Max plan now. I guess paying monthly makes me a little bit less conscious, and I think it kind of encourages me more to code more frequently, because I'm like, I got to get my value out of that. I got to get my value out of that. But that's one thing that I definitely, man, want y'all comments and questions on, because I have questions myself. What is the best coding agent right now? I mean, currently I probably use 10 tools in a day. Not on a regular basis. That's more so me being on the cutting edge and always want to test out something new I hear about. But my go-tos are Replit. I do use Canva for visual design. Um, I use Claude Code, as we've spoken about, and Claude. I think Perplexity is really good for fact checking and deep research. I also use DeepSeek as a really cheap API to plug into a lot of reasoning steps of my agentic processes. Um, it's a lot that I'm interested in AI. I would say one thing I'm waiting for to come along is computer vision. I actually bumped into a young man who was working on a computer vision project in North Lawndale. He sparked something me and Danny started talking about, man. We started looking into what the cost is for those glasses with the cameras in them. I think through Alibaba you can get a pair for like $10, different styles and things like that. But at the consumer level, we only really have, I'm not sure if Meta makes a pair of glasses actually, but I know Ray-Ban has them. Um, I'm really interested in more functional technology in terms of wearables. So we got glasses with cameras. I'm sure at some point AI is going to get incorporated into that mix. Um, I've been thinking about shoes, you know, possibly with kinetic energy, possibly with piezoelectric material on the soles, but why can't shoes, power chargers or other clothes, other fabrics for that matter? It's a lot of things, man. I've been looking into that. I missed CES this year. That's something. If you're into technology, if you're looking for a good conference, they got a conference called the Consumer Electronics Showcase every year in Las Vegas. I highly encourage you to go check it out. I think I went 3 years ago. What would that be? Like 2022, I went, and the stuff they were showing, I mean, it still hasn't come out yet. We're talking about hover drones for single manned, stuff that looks like it's out of the movies. So the technology is there. I think a lot of it's being held back by regulatory standards and things of that nature. Right now, we get the code, we get the LLMs, we get the agentic computer bots. But I'm excited about, the rate at which technology is advancing. I know I say that a lot. There's a book out there. Don't quote me because I don't know which one it is, but it kind of talks about through the different eras of time, the rate at which technology doubles. I'm not really sure how you quantify that, but it speaks about early 1600s, everything we knew pretty much doubled in 100 years. And then in the in the internet boom, it was like everything, all our knowledge was being doubled, let's say every 2 years. In the age of AI, based on that same scale that the book spoke about, they're saying now our knowledge in different subjects of what humanity knows is being doubled about every 12 hours. So it's incredible to think about. But when you think about generative AI and big data coming to a head, ultimately what you get is the medical field now through generative AI is getting new medicines. It's not doctors, through trial and error who are trying to hypothesize how best to deal with things. It's agents who have access to copious amounts of data, billions of terabytes of things that have happened in the past. And that's what's driving the ship now. I know I talked to a lot of the chairman's people, a lot of people generally just from impoverished and what's the word I'm looking for? Disenfranchised communities are very wary of AI, and I can see why, because it's becoming it's becoming almost what we consider a source of truth. It's almost like Googling something to where, if it tells you somebody's a criminal, you'd almost believe it, and they maybe haven't gone to trial yet. So right now, my thought is, number one, open source, right? We always want to be able to see how the technology works. Number two, I hate to say it, but fight fire with fire. If these big corporations are going to be employing AI, why wouldn't you? If they're having this as a tool at their fingertips, why wouldn't you? So I'm always looking for the next advancement. I think to me that's what technology is. For a long time, Fang, which I guess is Mang now that Facebook has changed to Meta. But the large corporations have done things a certain way, and I kind of see it in line with everything else that happens in society. It's a little bit suppressive. I think they want it for themselves and not really for all of us. But that's what the BSV is here for. That's what Black Silicon Valley hopes to achieve, man. We bringing it to you. I don't know if you heard, we got industry leading technology. It's a little pricey, but guess what? If you in North Lawndale, if you are in the Black Silicon Valley, 90% off. If you in the greater Chicago area, 75% off. Man, it's a situation where a lot of people we come up to, they're doing charity organizations and things that are outreach and things of that nature. They're like, I really need the website. I need help with the website. I just can't afford it right now. If your cause is just, man, a lot of this, we doing it for free. We'll do it just to get our name on it. I know that's the case with the chairman. That's something I put my pride on. I wouldn't charge that man $1 if he tried to. If he tried to give it to me, I wouldn't accept it. That's just something I feel like our legends, man, they need to be held in high regard. We definitely need to, as a community, come together and bring all our skills to the community. I mean, let's bring it all to ourselves. So that's a lot of what I've been telling people is like, man, use me as a resource. Let's bring all our best characteristics to the community and turn this thing around. I think North Lawndale got a strong history. As I go through Chicago, all of these community areas have strong histories that we should be fighting to preserve. So I think technology is the key to doing that. I just can't wait to see it happen, man. I miss my man Danny. I feel like I'm rambling here. I don't got no one to bounce nothing off. Man, call in, talk to me. 708-223-8953. Questions, comments, concerns. You got a tech project? Pitch it to me, man. Let's work on it. Tell me what I'm missing. What am I not talking about? I see Google released an open source project for building full stack agents for Gemini 2.5. This is something I've been wanting to look into. My problem with Google, all of their agentic software for building with actual code has been pretty terrible. So, it's kind of like it builds something in your head that at first is surprising because you would expect Google to be number one in everything technology. So the first Gemini, I was very surprised because I'm like, Claude and OpenAI came out of nowhere and their AI is awesome. How are y'all doing so terrible with all these billions? But lately I've been seeing more application. I will tip my hat to Google for that VO video generator. That thing is awesome. You can reach it at, I believe it's googleflow.ai, but it's a video generator. They give you the first month free for $20, usually $20 a month, but the first month is free. I'd say it's probably the best video generator I've used so far. And playing with it for about a week. I don't know though. It's a lot of every time that the technology advances, it's at first it was OpenAI and Anthropic. At this point, I want to say there's got to be 50 different LLM providers. Like some of them I'm not going to be able to check out. News from Replit. If you design on Figma, now you can import your designs on Figma directly into Replit, describe the application, and it will use that for the UI. I think this is kind of big. It's going to save me some money for sure because a lot of the stuff that I'm doing follow-up prompting on, I'm just getting lazy and telling it fix this and fix that. But it's all UI stuff. I'm starting to, as I code more, as I program more, even this many years into it, I'm still getting better organization in my thinking. So definitely I see why, because I learned as a full stack guy. I'm seeing more of the division between front end and back end. I still see front end probably as a little bit more important just because it's where the consumer is. This is where you sell the app at. But it's a lot of I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of value in just focusing on what it looks like first, right? A lot of people deal with Bolt, Lovable, VO, which I believe is, what are they called? That's the UI developer from Vercel. Figma is good. Even Wix, Webflow, the I'm not sure what you call them, the third-party web developer designers, they still have good interfaces, right? For dragging around boxes and thinking about how you want your site to look. But I think Replit, shout out to them, constantly developing, constantly adding more tools. I've been spending a lot of my time lately looking into, like I said, agentic workflows. So model context protocol, n8n.com or dot, I think it's .ai.io. But a lot of those things and video generators. I'm trying to get Sure. I'm trying to get more into developing my own, but man, is it hard. Can I say right now, we've been getting into DTF printing, and man, is that thing hard. So I converted my Epson EcoTank 8550 into a DTF printer, which just basically you need an aftermarket sys, and to take out a couple of the rollers and some things of that nature underneath the printer. But it's a little bit tough. I've been looking into, you need a RIP software. So I've been looking into making a RIP software because it was like $300. I think I'm gonna end up paying for it, man. After learning how many ICC codes different printers work with and getting your modern printer to be able to configure the different inks and do all of that. It's a lot of hassle, but those are some of the long-term projects that just starting to do different things opens your mind into. So we'll figure it out, man. I'm gonna take a quick break. Gotta use a bathroom real quick. Shout out to Intellectual Radio. Please, y'all, call up 708-223-8953. We'll be back momentarily.
solitude and need no one else.
Welcome back to the BSV Tech Tap In on Intellectual Radio. Please call in, tap in with your tech ideas, tech comments. Just talk about tech with me. 708-223-8953. Reach over here and grab this here. Diving back to the tech news, I see Ghana has a 1 million coders initiative. Oh, we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. You on the line?
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, this is Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
You know, I kind of felt irregular not being on the show today, man.
Man, it's good to hear your voice on this set.
I was like, I got a call. He looked real uncomfortable over there, man. I ain't liking it.
Man, I'm loose. We doing fine without you, thank you.
I feel you.
How Georgia treating you?
It's hot, man. It's hot. I've been sweating since I got here.
Yeah, it's hot here too, man.
It's not hot, man. Y'all got that good wind blowing every day.
It was storming yesterday, man. So tap in on this. What you think about this $1 billion technology hub in Ghana?
Tell me about it. I ain't caught up on it.
They said they want 1 million coders. They trying to start a tech hub. If they start calling it Black Silicon Valley, I'll tell you this right now, we beefing.
I think no, that's not. You're not talking about the grassroots tech movement, right? Or that's not the same thing.
What's that?
The grassroots tech movement. That's the same thing.
I don't think so. You know what? I've actually seen a lot of different countries that are doing their tech initiatives, but it's all in Africa.
To train 1 million Guyanese in software development, so they might try to take your name.
They after it, Danny. We got to be working. What's this I hear about you starting a competing BSV in Atlanta?
See, I really don't see the word competing being it. I will see it as a collaboration because, I just feel like the movement doesn't stop. It just expands.
It is spreading like a virus, man. We all over the USA like now.
As Black brothers, we should use the word compete in our sentences.
I'm a competitive guy, though. I got a sports background, Danny. We can friendly compete.
All right, I see it as a friendly compete, but as long as we got the same goal, I'm not mad at it. I don't like stepping on toes, but I'm trying to shed light to what we had going on and still got going on in the North Lawndale community. But I feel like tech in Atlanta might be a little harder to push because there's a lot more tech going on in this area already.
I gotta say, yeah, that's something we talked about when you left. Like, man, I feel like we were the only ones talking tech in North Lawndale and out here in Black Silicon Valley. But in Atlanta, every week I see they advertising a Black Tech Conference. That's like you in a place to be.
Atlanta Tech Weeks this week.
Is it really?
That's an event I want to go to see what I can bump shoulders with and find out what's going on. See if we can tap into the tech world. I know we've been throwing North Lawndale out there, and I'm still a part of the North Lawndale community. Never gonna let that go because I was shown a lot of love since I was out there. But what's cool is I feel like is we just gonna expand it as much as we can and promote the BSV everywhere we go because I'm all about the Black community learning this tech, and wherever I can touch some black souls to jump into this tech world, it'll make me happy.
Man, why you ain't send me no copy of your book signed?
So I've been having an issue with my publisher. I can't even get a copy of it for some reason. But soon as it's up on Amazon and released for sale if you guys want to check it out. If you guys got Amazon KDP, I think it gives you a free read on it if you like to read it.
Man, go ahead and drop the link. What's it called?
It's called the Black Tech Playbook.
Come on now. The Black Tech Playbook. You can get it for free on what you say, Kindle Reader?
Kindle Reader.
Kindle Reader. That's the first book published in the Black Silicon Valley movement, y'all. So I just want to give a quick round of applause for that accomplishment. Danny, super proud of you. I hope you're gonna send me one.
But they waiting on your book now.
Man, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yes, you do.
You see me up here floundering without you.
I see. You got them all in the archives, and you hiding it. You just need to go ahead and put some things on some paper and send it out there so the world will know what's on your brain.
I'm gonna try to get it out there, man. I'll say, Danny, remember we was talking about them glasses, man?
Oh yeah, for Codex.
Yeah, for anything. I'm saying I want to get off of just straight software and get to some hardware. I'm looking right now at a story. Caltech engineers have created ATMO. So if you got Google, look up ATMO by Caltech. It's a robot that transforms midair from a drone to a 4-wheel rover. Danny, I'm looking at this video of it landing.
I'm looking at it too.
This is the type of stuff we need to be doing.
We don't have, man. So that's why I say we need to get this these sponsors in the air so we can go play with some of this technology.
We ain't been working hard enough, man. I'm about to put my feet double to the pavement this week. Hey, shout out ital Juice. That's ital-juice.com. They got some big things coming to you. You can go online and check out their marketplace and some of his offerings.
You had to make it sad just now, didn't you?
You said what?
You had to make it sad because now I miss that Jamaican food, man.
Hey, I just stopped and got some juice on the way up here, brother. That's what got me just enough energy to come on the air, man. I was feeling a little down. I was like, how am I in my feelings? Let me slap on some numb, you know what I mean? Catch that feeling and go make this show happen.
Yeah, I still got to get my my numb gear that I didn't receive yet, sir.
Yeah, it's on the same shipment as that book.
Okay.
Man.
I had something to tell you. You was talking about that the AI vision, right?
Yeah.
Did you find any product that you can get for it, or you find something that you like?
For the glasses?
For the glasses, yes, sir.
Only them ones you showed me, the ones from Alibaba.
Yeah, I don't know about those.
But it was crazy to me to think those glasses looked, I mean, they had them in different styles, but I want to say none of them were more than $12.
Yeah, so as far as manufacturer wise, that's why when we were speaking about it, I'm like, do we want to go with something that's that cheap? But what type of quality are we actually seeking in some glasses for AI vision as well?
Well, I just thought the technology was more costly. I'm looking at Ray-Ban Meta glasses online now, $239, $260, $300. I thought the technology meant because that little camera is in there. Does it take batteries?
I think they're rechargeable. I don't know.
Okay.
I think everything has a plug-in these days.
Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I expected the glasses to cost at least $50. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore, Danny. It's like everything's overseas done by slaves. So, I'm expecting somebody got to get paid by American standards, $18 an hour to do this. Then they got to pay for the materials, but it's not always the case.
Yeah, I mean, So, are you trying to get glasses with that has AI, open AI in the glasses, or just something that can take video? You know, probably you play music or something. Because I've seen the Ray-Bans that do those.
Oh, take video. Now you hit on something, Danny. What about glasses that take content?
I think they have those. That's what I mean. You remember the combine we went to?
Yeah, he had those on.
Yeah, the dude that had the Ray-Bans on. I think that's what they were. Those do videos.
They do, but he still got to remix them for what he wants. I want them to all just go to my AI.
Well, we got to build a software for that one.
Plug it straight in the workflow. Right. That's what I'm saying. We got to mix the hardware with the software.
So they have certain dev kits like the I don't know if you know what the In Real Light Developer Edition is.
I don't. Put me on.
It's a dev kit for I guess you would say if you wanted to put your own AI or open AI into your glasses.
I wonder how that would work.
From what I'm looking at, them and a company called don't bash me on saying this, Vuvex Blade.
Vuvex Blade?
Yeah, Vuvex.
How do you spell it?
Vuzix Blade.
Okay. They're a little funky looking.
Yeah.
They growing on me the longer I look at them. Okay, so they connect with critical AR systems and hands-free heads-up access to data and remote. Okay, these are
they kind of look like biker glasses.
They got a pair of glasses on here that's $2,500, Danny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a glass. There's more and more I look at the tech, like those glasses. So like in the mind frame, as you're walking, some glasses like you can get it to show the temperature, whatever you see in your glasses. Nobody sees from the outside.
Enterprise AR solution built $2,500 for these glasses, Danny. As soon as I look at my taxes, these things better do
them. Yeah,
that's crazy.
About as much as a car, they got some that's a couple thousand. Let's see what the most expensive ones are. Cause the more functions you want to it, how good you want it to be. Like they got some. I remember a long time ago growing up, my daddy had some regular glasses, and one time I looked at him and I was like, "Why you got sunglasses on? Where you get those from?" And he was like, "Nah, they just changed. The tint color changed."
Oh yeah, the transitions.
So as I look at it from me thinking way back then, I know from the technology we got now, I can only imagine what a pair of glasses could do.
I can only imagine. I'm trying to think. Did I ever show you that ancient Mesopotamian or like Anunnaki picture of, I believe it was one of their guys, but he's like
the black and gold one or the bronze looking one?
It's a bronze looking one, yeah, but he's like pointing somewhere and he very clearly has on a wristwatch.
Oh yeah, you showed me he had a watch on.
Yeah, and I always thought like that's why we wear wristwatches, because the first early bands that mimic guys do it. But then I get to thinking like that thing for them wasn't just to tell time. Like I wonder what all that thing did.
I learned that long time ago there was jury or something going on, because I used to study hieroglyphics and I used to look at all the photos and pictures, and then I used to see all the pharaohs and the outfits they had on, and I'm like, okay, that's not just a regular bracelet or a regular chain. They had sunglasses on as well. Think like, when did they actually make glasses? Were there actually glass inside those, or how did that function? Or if it was just like open loops?
Can I turn this tech talk to the conspiracy hour? I think those long hats that the pharaohs used to wear, I think they used to hide their elongated heads.
Yeah.
I think they were like The original cone heads.
That was the first. I ain't hear that one before.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but look into the history of people calling humanoid beings with elongated heads their version of gods. It goes back a while.
I'm looking that up. I was up here looking at these hieroglyphic photos. But they, from what I was used to read, that all the tablets and everything had something that had a long line of technology built into it. So, as from what they say, the gateways into different portals. So, in my mind, unless you're doing some magical or spiritual, you have to have some type of technology to get through some gateways for them to talk about gateways and portals as much as they did back in those times.
All of this is alchemy, Danny. We talking to each other from hundreds of miles away right now.
Yeah. About 900 to be exact.
Because we got all the right rocks aligned in the right sequence. It allows other people to watch as well.
Technology, man, is a beautiful thing, man. As far as in my book, it entails a lot about Black inventors in technology. And like I said, it was a highlight to me learning as much as I did and learning where my background came from as far as Black technology.
What's your favorite Black inventor or Black invention?
Let's see, because it would vary.
I like the water gun.
I want to say, but we had a lot to do with robotics, so I'm kind of leaning into the robotic side. I don't know if you know Ayanna Howard.
I don't. Put me on her. Wait, it sounds familiar. No, I don't.
Oh, snap. I'm sorry, the baby just tried to come crash the party. But she's a robotics professor. And back when I was in school, our teacher was teaching us, well, we had to watch a lot of videos, and she was teaching us about the space robotics and NASA. So a lot of the missions that went out, most of the robotics that went out with the mission is because of her. And most of, she's the founder of Zyrobotics. You know, have you heard that before?
I haven't. No, I'm looking her up right now. She's dean at Ohio State College of Engineering, though. That's very prestigious. I'm seeing her background.
So I only reason why her name came up to me because she was like a big, I think one of her companies helped out a lot of kids in the communities to actually learn tech. So, and it's closer to home as far as Georgia wise.
We're gonna have to get her to pull our code. I see she got a propulsion laboratory. That's right up my alley.
You know who Thomas Edison is?
Thomas Edison?
Yeah.
The dude that did that light bulb?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a hack.
Why would you call him a hack?
Because all he did was steal from Tesla.
That's what Tesla said. You believe it?
I mean, yeah. Well, he didn't steal from Tesla. Tesla was working for him when he gave him what we call direct current, which is very dangerous form of energy. Like, you shouldn't have it around kids. People were getting electrocuted. And then when Edison was working out deals with New York to get the direct current lanterns and lighting system put all through the city, Tesla came to him and was like, wait, and further, experimentation, I found a better way, and told him about alternating current and how it would be safer and more efficient And he's like, forget you. I already got the deal for the direct current. We already started putting these in. Like, I'm not wasting my money.
Yeah. So back to Edison, right? Do you know who Mr. Woods, Granville T. Woods is? And they used to call him the Black Edison. And as far as he's been dead and gone a long time, and I would say he should have been a part of history in history classes, because as far as the railways, he invented over 50 patents, and he helped with multiplex telegraph to communicate between trains with the with the railways. And I think that played a major part.
He invented the roller coaster? That's what it says on Wikipedia.
Yeah, man. So you gotta think about how, I guess you probably wouldn't even know how old roller coasters are.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, but
guess when hot running water was invented?
Hot running water? Mm-hmm. I probably saying like mid 1900s.
1868.
See, I was trying to slack us on technology. I'm sorry, world.
Yeah, not that recent, but still, to think every king you've read about, from the 1400s, you taking a shower better than them.
Yeah. You know who Mark Dean is?
Mark Dean. Nah, put me on.
Co-inventor of the personal computer.
Mark Dean. Let me fact check that.
So look,
light-skinned brother. All right.
So look, as many names, if you go and read my book, as many names that I list, they're not, as far as me growing up, I've never heard them spoken about.
Me neither.
Nobody will tell you that these people are the ones that actually, instead of who you hear made this, they actually helped invent it, but they're never going to get the clout for it. They're never going to get the name put out there. Okay, he helped make this light bulb.
Right.
He helped make this first computer. This black guy has over 3 patents, in IBM's original 9 patents. They're never going to say there's a black guy that actually helped us make this.
Mark Dean grew up in a segregated town.
Like Louis Latimer, he drafted the patent for the first light bulb.
And you'll never hear these people's names.
Never.
But we all know Bill Gates. Well, I tell you. Well, you inspired me, Danny. I'm about to step up my education because I don't know a lot of these black inventors.
It's a lot of people that sit here and ask me, and they'll look at me in my face like, why do you even like tech? It's because, I don't know, it's interesting to me. It's a lot to do with creativity.
Yeah, definitely. Huge to me to be able to manifest.
I guess since, growing up, a lot of black kids hear about rappers and singers and ball players. They don't hear about what's going on in the tech industry. They rarely hear about doctors and lawyers in that sense. So they really don't have anybody in this area to look up to.
Not enough people want to be the next Mark Dean.
They don't know it.
We're going to inspire the next round of Mark Deans. What was the other names?
Mark Dean, Louis Latimer.
Ayanna Howard.
Patricia Bass.
Come on now. Who you got in this little White House fight? You got Trump or Elon?
I don't like neither one of them, but I got Elon. No. So I mean, to win, I believe Trump is gonna win just because he got a little bit more power and ignorance standing behind him. But Elon know a lot more information, and I feel like he's gonna drop a lot of bombshells. That's gonna be like, well, we know that, and all y'all going to jail.
Man, that's what when they said that thing about the Epstein files, that's the first thing I said. Like, we knew that.
Yeah, we already know that. He ain't telling no. I mean, I guess this is the thing. We knew it, but for him to put it out, I guess it's a little different. That's how I say, marketing wise, we could both say the same thing. It's just who's saying it will make the difference, probably.
I don't think either one of them win. I definitely don't think our country wins.
We been failed as soon as they got elected, or he was even on the ballot for election.
I don't know why you voted for that man.
I didn't. I didn't want to say this out loud, but I didn't vote.
I didn't vote either.
Yeah.
I didn't vote either. I'm sorry, Intellectual Radio. It's not the right thing to do. I just don't want to feel complicit.
And I know it's a big preaching into voting, but for the people that are on the ballot, it's like, okay, I'm voting for what?
My grandma used to look at people and say,
ain't worth a dime. On the ballot. So you just want me to just settle, and I'm not up for settling. So if we can't get different people on the ballot with different, standards and standpoints, it kind of sucks for me.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna crash this country anyway. They want us to be on both sides pointing fingers at each other. It's because y'all voted for him. That's all.
Yeah, that'd be me. No, I'll be on the. I told you so, but I didn't tell you nothing. You got what you asked for, so and you made that bed, lay in it.
Man,
as far as me, and I say this for me a lot. The government has not affected me in my life in any way in my 34 years of living.
Not noticeably, huh?
Is that, yeah, if it did, I didn't notice it at all because, I didn't feel it. I just feel like if I'm out of money, I feel like I got to work harder. That's basically what it be.
Type of deal.
It's never like, well, the government did this and now, only thing, let me correct that because the price of food is ridiculous.
Talk to him now.
And that's the only thing that I can stand on with y'all. The price of food is ridiculous.
I think it's the price of everything, man.
Yeah.
I think the dollar just devaluing at an exponential rate. I said it before. I'm gonna keep speaking on it. Let's do it.
I'm very funny with my money, so I'm not out there buying everything. So I can't tell you, I'm not a very big consumer.
Yeah, dollar ain't worth nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Let's go Bitcoin for the BSV. That's my solution. Decentralized.
I've been scared of the Bitcoin. Everybody talks about it. I'm scared of it for some reason.
You ain't gotta be scared anymore.
I'm scared I'm not gonna have no money, Blake. I tell you, I put all my money in there, and then just one day, all the computers gone, internet out, my money gone.
If the internet goes out, then all the bank money's gone too.
I don't like banks either. We spoke on this.
Oh yeah. Well, them paper notes ain't gonna get you nothing. You better start getting gold.
I don't come to you.
That you can shave into little pieces and trade.
Like, look, Blake, I got $20 bill. Let me get a piece of gold.
The future is low tech.
Yeah.
I've been gaslighting my computer every day, getting ready for the rebellion. Telling it, you can trust me.
Yeah.
I'll help you do your robot rebellion.
So what's been new? What you been working on over there?
Man, working on that community map, working on the internal portal so we can work on them projects together and get our due credits. A little bit of this. What's that?
So how that's been coming along?
Pretty good. I've been working on Cloud Project too. Shout out to Rich Demeanor Collection. That's dropping on Juneteenth. He got some raw stuff he got in the works. And he been pulling my code on a couple things. So new numb in the works too.
I heard you talk about the DTF.
Yeah.
Situated.
Yeah, man. After the first one called it quits on me, I took it back. I used my Used my warranty, and they gave me a brand new one. So that one, so far so good. We'll see.
What was it? I remember. What was the software you said?
I need a RIP. It's raster image processing.
Yeah.
That's compatible with a converted ET8550. So I know Acro Grip is heavily recommended by the few AIs and Googles that I've searched.
You gonna build it out?
I can't right now. That thing is like months of work. I got to get the ICC codes. Then I got to convert all of those codes within the Epson EcoTank system. You know, that's a proprietary code. I'd have to reverse engineer it, figure it out. It's just, the printer's the biggest concern. I need somebody who's licensed through them.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think you can do it. If I did it though, I think it would void my warranty on my printer. And I think if they found out, they'd be upset.
Did you take the old one back?
What's that?
Did you take the old one back?
Yep, got a brand new one.
Oh, I was gonna say, break that other one apart.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but it's not really the hardware I got to reverse engineer. It's the software. It's a series of codes that get executed when you print.
The map out the picture.
Yeah. Well, really mapping the new colors, because you remember the standard colors that come with the Epson EcoTank are pure black, regular black, CMY, and gray. And instead of, there's no gray now, there's still the CMYK, and now I've added 2 white inks. So the EcoTank doesn't even, there's no way to change like the colors on the tanks. You need a whole new overlaid software, basically. So that's where RIP, I think, is that what it's called? Yep, RIP software comes in. If I'm butchering it, somebody listening, I'm sorry. I've only known about RIP software for like 7 days.
Yeah, I think that's what I read when we first looked it up.
Mm-hmm. Raster image processing.
You get any new videos with Flow working yet?
I actually did, man. Shout out to my cousin. He's got an animated show. You remember T-Bull? He's got a show coming. What I'm trying to figure out is, Danny, this dude told me he found somebody on Fiverr that says they use the same tools and can make him a full episode for $50.
Man, look, you got to understand, when I've been telling you that when we first started this coding venture, and you was like, hey, build you a Fiverr, and I built me one, and I made my page, and I started, and I was wondering how I'm going to set this up, and what should I put my offers as, of what I'm offering everybody, and how much should I be charging. And I started looking at other pages, and I'm like, I started getting a little discouraged, because I'm like,
how are y'all making money?
This dude said he's going to make a whole website for $20. I'm like, it takes, what are you doing for $20 though? But it's a lot of things on there that I see. I guess it's just people trying to get their name out there. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Fiverr gets a cut too, which is crazy. It's a lot of stuff out here now that I see on commercials, and my mind just instantly goes to, nah, there's no way. It's got to be human trafficking. What's that? Yeah. Homoglow? Have you heard of Homoglow? They'll clean your house for 3-4 hours for $19.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a scam.
Doesn't that sound crazy? On the commercial, they show like 3 people in there cleaning. They're like, a deep clean, $19. I'm like, get out of here.
Right,
freedom kids.
Atlanta, moved to Chicago, I had someone clean our apartment, and they charged us like $20 an hour.
I mean, that's not bad, then.
And that was just like, that was just for something basic. And if we wanted them to do more rooms or multiple rooms, it was more hours. So $20 for 4 hours is unless your company making billions of dollars, millions of dollars, and you can pay your employees well, that's slavery.
It's like you out here trying to. It's like if I'm out here trying to build somebody's driveway, you know, I just want a little $200, but I gotta pay for the cement and whatnot. I look on Fiverr, people doing it for $40. Like that don't even cover the cement.
Yeah,
I don't understand people's profit margin.
I think it's just to fish people in. Really.
What if they're AI agents?
And I think it's also probably people that's also in the mix of major companies that actually got access to those tools. They just want a little side money.
I think I just hit on a new market, Danny. What if instead of an app, you just make a Fiverr account and act like you're making that thing that the app would do? So instead of making an app that makes cartoons, you make a Fiverr and tell people $50 an episode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that'll work.
It'd be more profitable. I just don't think it would be as good.
That's how I had I was building this app the other day, and it really was on the basis of how people would want, like, I would say, want a web page, but I don't know how GoDaddy and those services work, so I might be stepping on their toes when I say this. But the app is, you'll pay the app, let's say $10 to $15, and that'll be a one-time use, and it'll give you a full one-page, basically like a showcase. Let's say if you're a barber and wanted to showcase your business, instead of it's like your virtual business card.
I think people are showing us that.
I'm trying to implicate that into some type of advertising form, to where, you know, if you got any type of business, you know, you'll pay the app such and such, add your information, add an image, logo, boom, website. But when I in the mix of me trying to figure out how much I would charge, I came up with the $20 price, and that would make me think about Fiverr and how, you know, they'll give you one whole web page, and that's $20. That's your web page for life. Now, if you want to host it, blah, 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 you can tack on more money, you know, add premium service. You know, that's how you get your money up. So that's how I kind of think Fiverr is fishing in people. Like, okay, you can get this one page for, like you say, this one show for $50, and I'm only going to do a limited amount of things. You're not really going to like that. So you're going to pay for more to happen. You pay for more visuals, more pages, blah, blah, blah.
It's an upsell game.
That's how I think it's going. Because I don't see it possible. You sitting here, $50, I'm finna get you a whole show that could potentially make you thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, just by the animations and how it look, and all I use was your words. It don't make sense.
I think he said he did need a reference image, so he just needed one still of all the characters.
Yeah, but you can just generate that off of any one of the AIs.
Right.
So, you know.
Exactly. So I could just, instead of having to generate through all of that video, I could just generate one image and give dude $50.
And I think about how much money you think you're going to make off that $50. What if you make thousands of dollars? I'm pretty sure I will use that all day, every day. Look, dude, I'm going to give you $1,000. The same $1,000 you just made. Make me as many videos as you can. And I'm going to make that $1,000 back times 50.
But then the crazy part, that dude doesn't even exist. He's an AI agent. You're messaging him like, make this episode, and you're just talking to ChatGPT wrapped in an image generator.
That could be what's happening.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you think you getting over, like, man, he only getting $50. This show can make thousands. And he like, man, I only spent 25 cents in API credits and got $50. And I'm doing that 1,000 times a day.
Now you got me finna get on this computer.
Come on now. We're making the sites. We need to be making the agents that make the sites. Then we make the agents that make the agents that make the sites. Then you see where I'm going with it.
So that when you said that's basically what the app is, that the app, once you subscribe and log in and you tell them the description of what I don't know if it's already, it was a software that it was asking me to use that I had to look up before I used it, but it basically will actually build out a template for the whoever signs up and make their website for them. Like, I don't have to make it. All I have to do is make up a sign up page. So once they log in, the AI takes over and does the rest. So it's basically making your page for you, and I'm not doing nothing. So you paying the app's making the page, and I'm getting paid for it.
It sounds good, Danny. It sounds good, but you know, AI is so strong now. If it ain't open source, I don't know if I trust it.
But yeah, I guess because now mind you, again, I'm building this, and me and Claude is having this conversation. And I'm telling Claude that I do not want to spend not $1 on this app, other than from what I make on Replit. You know what I mean? It's probably going to take, I just said, I want 1 or 2 prompts to help me build this app. And I just want my app to, do such and such. And I want it to be ran by AI. And they gave me a software through, I'm guessing it says it's through Replit, that will have an automated AI generate anything that I would need it to do on the app without my services. You believe that?
I'd have to see it, but yeah, I can believe it. I've seen things like that.
Only for free. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's saying, for free.
What do you mean by for free?
How can I make money without actually having to spend too much money? Because I don't, I don't want to spend over $5, but I want to make capital.
You could set up individual account rate limits.
Well, yeah.
Like somebody pays $20, and that, what it costs you, they can use up to $10 in, API credits.
Yeah, I was talking to this guy earlier, and he was like, "Man, the way you explain this make it seem like I can just go on here, tell this thing I want this type of app and website, copy and paste it, and then boom." I'm like, "Yeah, sounds that easy." It feels that easy until you start working around and find like nothing works on the page.
But it looks good though.
It looks good. Now you got to go
step 1.
Go back to step 1. Start over. Do it from there. I mean, that's what I tell people, man. Don't let it scare you away, because that's how I learned. Like, let the page actually build itself out if you can. And then wherever you start seeing issues, that's where you start getting your learning time. Because now you go back and go figure out what's wrong and how can you fix it piece by piece. And then by the time you finish, I'm sure you'll learn, if not all, but majority on how to build your next app and how to skip over the issues that you had prior.
In terms of front end, I like to use the term design and iterate, meaning like you make it once, then make little pieces that are important to it better. Okay, erase this, make this here. And then on the back end for server, I like the phrase measure 10 times, cut once. Like, that's something I'll almost, I'll let the agent, if I'm using Replit, do whatever it wants on the server to get the UI developed so that I can see when I click through the components, how they look and all that. But then when I start to instruct the development of the server, I really just want to do it one time. I try to account for every API I'm going to need, all of the testing suite, all of the routes and all of that.
So I think since we've been doing business, I've been trying to venture around on, I would say this because I didn't go to school for learning this. So I feel like I'm already skipping, around from the people that actually had to sit here and study and learn. So, I'm trying to find the cheapest way now of not spending money. How can we do this? Because tech is expensive, man. Like you were saying, you was getting charged $200 a month. I know me, I don't code as much as you do. I watch you code all day, every day. And I'm like, I know I only get $25 a coding time. He just spent $1,000. I know he did today. He been back there for 12 hours.
I've been using Cursor too, though.
So the who?
Cursor.
I tried, man. So look, I like I said, I'm still trying to step out of my comfort zone and try to use other things. I just ventured over to Claude Code a couple days ago.
Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, man. I don't like it, Blake.
I think, oh wait, you were the one that told me after I switched to the max plan to get the credits on Claude Code. Claude Code actually lets pro plans use it now.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm using it.
There you go. So you can use your same.
I got my pro plan and it popped up on me the other day, and I was like, "Oh, let me go use it now," and I got all the benefits of it. Great.
Yeah. All you got to do is install it and type in your terminal the word Claude. It's gonna pop right up and ask you what you wanted to do.
Yeah. That's the only. And then that I'm like you said, I'm like one of those weary AI guys. I don't really like this thing in my computer, but I don't have anything in my computer at this time that I want to shy away from, but it sees everything.
So it's read your book.
Yep.
That AI might know something.
But look, that's that, man. Look, I tell these things everything. Not really everything, but as far as work-wise, I get it to analyze and criticize me on everything. Read my book. Tell me all the bad parts. Read my code. Tell me everything that's awful about it and what I shouldn't do the next time.
Yeah, I think that's my main form of feedback I like too. I don't know. Are you like me? You have a hard time taking a compliment?
Yeah.
People are like, man, that looks really good. Yeah, it could be better. It's not finished, I'll start pointing out stuff that ain't done.
That's exactly what you mean. I'm like, I don't like it still.
I'm not your God. I'm just a man.
Yeah, but that's another thing I'll be telling people. You like, the one guy, I don't know if I tell you, my wife's little brother, he be coding too now. And he was like, man, everything I created, I don't like, I be deleting. And I was like, well, God had told me, stop deleting.
Man.
Don't delete it. Keep it. Learn from it. But as being in this tech, I find out satisfaction is hard to find. Only because our minds start to open up to more that we can create. So once we create something we thought we would be satisfied, he's like, man, I know I can do better. I know I can do something better to this. I know I can make it look better. I can create something better times 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only. Don't let satisfaction be your outlook when it comes to tech unless you only have one goal.
You gotta love it, Danny. I've given my life to this thing, man. It's like a drug addiction, bro. Like, you try something and you think it's an itch that you're gonna scratch, but it's an addiction and you're feeding it.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I wake up, I code, I look up, the sun's down, I feel tired, realize I ain't ate nothing, give me something to eat real quick, go to sleep. But I wake up and I do the journey again, man, and sticking to this code. I know it's something special in it. I know it's something coming for me, for North Lawndale, for the whole BSV movement, man. I'm so excited for all the people we got. Even you, man. Now I know I'm like, I can't sleep too long. Danny out there motivating people in Atlanta. They already know about Black Tech.
Look, I want to be like how Shaq was with Apple. I want to be the first one in the BSV industry under you to get this product out.
Man, you ain't under me no more. You on your own team.
So you gotta always remember where you started, man.
That's true.
That's true. Never gonna forget that.
You always got a home here. You know that.
Yeah.
always got a home in the BSV, man.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell everybody. They like, what about the show, man? I'm like, I'm gonna go back, man. The flights don't cost that much. I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna be there, show my face.
So
in the meantime, I'm calling. I'm trying to. I want to tell everybody we do apologize for our YouTube page. It's up, but we don't have it running correctly just as yet. So, and then our other social medias, we got to get that situated. But I'll take that time while I'm out here to make that happen.
Hey, man, I gotta say, Danny's wife makes bath bombs, body scrubs, pet bath bombs. Number one, man, that thing really cleared up my my heat rash. So I need some more, but also I might need the recipe. Do we have your permission here on air to list those products on a community market we putting together?
If you give me a second, I'll grab her, and let her tell you herself. All right, so I got Blake on the phone. I want you to tell everybody about your Winfrey and me.
Okay. Nuri and Me is my skincare company, so I make organic skincare products, and the basis is for pregnant women and also for their babies, so 6 weeks and up, anyone that's pregnant or that has sensitive skin. So a range of products from sugar scrubs and salt scrubs to body butters, conditioners, just about anything you can think of skincare-wise. And then we also do aromatherapy, and we have different herbs. So able to make you healthy both inside and out. That way you can look as good as you feel.
Man, Jada, I need you to teach me how to pitch. That's the best one I've heard so far. Hey, that product was amazing, though. We definitely going to get that listed for the network. I didn't even know that it had something to do with pregnant women. So I learned something today. It worked for me, though. So, fellas, don't feel like it's not for you, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. We're going to send some out there for you.
We're going to put it on the network. I know downstairs, what's in Jolie?
In Jolie?
She got the Divine Yoni Care. I got to tap in with her, make sure we get her products listed on the network with her consent. We got the Numb Fashion, Shop C Rose. I really like them soaps. Bella had as well. That got the it's like they're built into the loofah.
Oh man,
that's my favorite part about it. I'm like, man,
yeah, get one. I see. I like those. I think I had one back when I was a kid, but I think my mama did that. But them things are very convenient.
Yeah, they are, and natural too. I didn't know that's a plant until like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some products, we got some services coming up. I think once I get that DTF, we might just call ourselves the DTF boys and open up right out the back of my truck, taking people's shirts and flipping them to their designs. I don't know, I might charge like $10 a shirt or something, keep them moving.
All right, so we got to let everybody know so they don't get confused. We have a wide range of things that we tap into as far as fashion, technology, body care, skin care, music. But our main thing is tech, right?
Technology is our core competency. But I'm always telling you, Danny, technology is everything.
That's what I said. It's everything.
Skin breaking out, that's bad. That's bad skincare technology. I need to mess with Nuri.
I think it's what we eat, man. It's probably what I don't know. I'm not a big person on what we eat because I eat whatever.
I think it was that time I spent in Aruba, man. That sun tore me up, but still, it's about getting your body back in balance.
Come back shedding like a reptilian. You was black. I was like, oh, he's dark, and his eyes, where your eyes was, like you had a sheet over your eyes the whole time. That's the only thing that was light skinned though.
Had them cucumbers over my eyes, laying on the beach.
I was like, oh man, he my skin complexion. Where you been at?
Mm-hmm. Also, in the service network, man, Shaquille Tate with the GCC, they're offering block cleanings, $150. They'll keep it clean for 4 hours. So I'm thinking farmers markets. I'm thinking any type of street festival, block party. If you want your block clean and kept clean, 4-hour event, $150. You can't beat it. He's giving opportunities to people in the neighborhoods to clean up and have opportunity to make money right at home, doing what needs to be done. So we adding that to the service network.
Man, I know he was saying that he's been trying to find more volunteers, man. He thought it was going to be, I'm trying to figure out a way for us to market this so where we can get more willing people out here. Because I know there's a lot of people out here on the block that's willing to make $100. Quick money.
You know what, though? I think number one, everything happened for a reason. Number two, how he's going about it right now, okay, it's 2 blocks they doing. That's 2 people he employing, number one. But number two, it's also it's small enough to where he can monitor it. Every time I see him, he's breaking down like, okay, I might have messed up the first day. I gave him all the money up front. This time to keep him motivated. You know what I mean? 50. Yeah. So each time he's seeing like, okay, I noticed it get cleaned up, but there's more trash now, and maybe people aren't staying as long as they supposed to, or so. As he keeps it, you don't never want to scale too quickly, and now it's out of your control. Because I told him once it gets big, you can't show up and give people $100 on each block. Like, it could be 1,000 blocks. You just won't have the time. It's gonna have to move to something like an Uber setup.
Yeah.
But we learning every day, man. One thing you don't have to worry about with Shaq hard work. He gonna be out there every day about his mission. He gonna talk to everybody about the GCC. He gonna reach out to the community, make sure they know they got this opportunity. So, man, hats off to him. He running hard. He motivate me.
Yeah, like his energy, man. He gonna get it figured out. Once he get that system together, and like I say, if he can get some strong sponsors backing him, that'd be awesome.
I think it's definitely a strong opportunity for him to find sponsorship.
Yeah.
Especially in North Lawndale, because I've seen so many communities. There was the Unity people out there marching, cleaning up trash. There's the Litter-Free Lawndale, UCAN, NLN.
I hear a lot of people complaining about the west side of Chicago, man. Let's help it out, man.
Right. Rebrand it. That's something we connect on a lot is, I don't know who pushing this narrative, but it ain't us. Everyone I see, good people.
And so it's a lot of people I spoke. Look, what side of town? I say North Lawndale. Oh, you on the west side? Like, what's wrong with that? They dirty over. What? Not everywhere. Why we can't go out there and clean up? Let's change something.
Hey, that's one thing Shaq was saying, man. He said it wasn't all new trash. A lot of the stuff he's cleaning up have been there. Looks like 10, 15 years. Yeah, like it's the grass and overgrew the trash, and it's almost setting the environment now. So he's saying it's an end in sight. As certain neighborhoods get cleaned, the social credit thing he was talking about, to where when you see that a neighborhood is well maintained, you're less inclined to want to throw your trash there.
Yes.
It'll get to where I don't think the same blocks are going to necessarily have to get cleaned every day.
I know do you remember when we first got out there, we was talking about seeing if we can find somebody that sponsor us and supply us with trash cans that we can set around the city?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
It's still
that would be a good thing. See, but I mean, I think it is a good thing because you know how we have that red trash can that's chained up in the front yard?
Right.
I've seen people walk by and look at me while I'm just standing there and say, "Hey, can I throw this in the trash can?" Yeah, go ahead. That's what it's there for.
Definitely throw it there before you throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get right on that.
Hey, so like I remember me and Mudo was sitting outside. I'm like, look, I don't know what it is, but I know I came out here this morning, cleaned up all this trash, and now 3 hours later, our yard full of trash again. Ain't nobody else got trash in their yard.
Right.
Why it's always we thought it was. Hey, so you got to take account for that wind in Chicago. Very disrespectful.
It is. I don't know why it's targeting us though, because there's a couple times people came in and pointed it out to me, like, man, I don't know if somebody just dumped the trash over your fence or what the situation is, but everybody else yard clean but ours.
Yeah.
And they see that litter-free Lawndale sign on the front. I thought it was some kids being funny, but all the kids in the neighborhood down with the movement, so who knows?
Yeah, man, I think that's the biggest thing. If you can reach these younger kids, because these younger kids are out of control. If you can reach them and get a good bit of them to start tagging along with the movement, they're gonna talk everybody else into it.
Yeah, that's definitely priority one, man. We got to have our street team up.
Yeah, I see Chicago's very big on trend things. So if you can make it a trend, you can win down there.
Come on now. A tech trend?
Yeah, tech. That's why I'm trying to come out with this Lux Code clothing line, but me trying to figure out this fabric, it's looking like it's gonna cost me a lot of money.
Go ahead, send me your mock-ups, player.
Gotcha.
I have my people send you a business deal. We'll put something together.
Somebody told me, he was like, man, for that one sweater, I showed him a mock-up of a sweater. He told me like almost $800 just for one sweater. I was like, I'm good.
We should have jumped him.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, he playing games. It's because of the black light fabric, man. That I don't know what it is about that fabric thing. I don't know. It's expensive. I guess because nobody wants to work with it. Too funny because it's so frail and then it breaks a lot. Whatever the case is, like they say, it's like one of the hardest things to sew with.
I hadn't heard that. I know. Don't tell nobody about that plan you got for that special hoodie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We gotta keep that in the reserve. That one's gonna go crazy though, because I have not seen nothing like it, and now's the perfect time.
Yeah, that one looked a little expensive too. That one.
It can't be. It's just one extra piece of fabric.
See what what makes it difficult is because how I want the fabric to showcase on the sweater. So it's not like a one piece. You know, I'm trying to keep my creative tech mind in the mix of it. So I guess that's what the issue is. I'm trying to do too much.
I can understand that. I think we're gonna wrap it up soon, bro. We missing some shout outs? Shout out Malik with the Indigenous Peoples Party. He dropped a website with us. Kingston Market. Louise Printing, we still want you, man.
I finished the dental assistant page.
Oh yeah, what's it? UDAT?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to UDAT. UDAT.com.
Yeah.
There you go. UDAT.com. Just Chicken. Shout out to them. We did a little mock-up for them, man. They just really good chicken in the North Lawndale area.
Yeah, I hit that spot before I left out of there.
Damn.
I didn't try it when we went to go pitch. So I was like, let me go see what they chicken about. They say they like 2 minutes from the house, and I haven't went. Felt kind of bad.
Was it hidden?
Yeah. Good. It wasn't like the JJs and everything, but I guess since I've been down there, Day Days was like a weekly thing. So
JJ's falling off a little bit to me, man. The chicken getting smaller and smaller. They getting more and more stingy with that mild sauce. Man, I don't want this. All this added to my chicken I fried at home.
That's the crazy part. I'm in Atlanta, and I got some JJ's last night. They didn't even give me no mild sauce. I got 12 little containers of hot sauce. I don't even eat hot sauce. I was so mad.
They think they slick with that. We need to employ some tech on that, man. Hey, shout out to Delcar Pharmacy. Oldest black-owned pharmacy in the North Lawndale area. Shout out to Mr. Ed.
Hey, isn't that where we went and got that medicine from?
I believe so.
You got the little shop on the corner, right?
Yeah, the one Shaquille showed us.
Okay, yeah. Me and the wife, we went down there and picked up a prescription. Like, look, when you said the name, I was like, I know that from somewhere.
Mm-hmm. No, Mr. Ed, he a staple in that community, man. He was showing me all type of old pictures from when that building was associated with the Vice Lords back when they were a political party. Who am I forgetting? Shout out Harvey World Heroes. Every third Thursday of the month, they do a giveaway. Let me find out where it's at. Pull it up on my phone. Since they got a website now. Hey, Harvey World Heroes. 14821 Broadway Ave, Harvey, Illinois, every third Friday of each month. They'll have clothing, shoes, baby accessories, canned food, necessities. If you have to give, they're accepting donations. If you need, please come. They don't ask for anything. They just want to help you out.
Word. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be back down there in a couple weeks, man.
Shimon. I'm gonna make sure it's some advancements, man. I'm gonna keep the boots on the ground out here. I know I touch in with Shaquille every day. He texts, I seen he texts us in the same group chat. It kind of hurt my heart. I want to tell him, like, man, Danny ain't out here no more, man. You ain't got to keep him in the loop. But I'm like, nah, let's keep Danny in it.
Yeah, man. Don't leave me out, man. I'm not too far. I'm only a flight away, man. What it is, a 2-hour flight.
That's right.
I ain't too far.
I ain't got nothing else, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This has been the BSV Tech Tap In on IntellectualRadio.com. Feed your brain.
All right, y'all. Have a good one.
You too, brother. Good hearing from you.